Hey, what's up? What's up? Lysandra here. So while you're getting on, I'm going to be sharing this out. And if you're watching this on the replay, make sure you hashtag replay so that I know that you were here. I do appreciate my replay squad. You guys are awesome. And, you can skip ahead probably about a minute and a half to get to the content. But when you pop on, let me know who you are and where you're from. And while you're getting on and Facebook is doing its thing, I'm going to be sharing this out to a few of my favorite places. I also need to know that my technology is working, because y'all know. Okay. So let me make sure we have sound. And we have sound. That is a score. All right. So let me share this out to a few of my favorite spots. And then we're going to get down with the get down. And hello. Come on in. All right. All right, let me hit one more spot and then we're going to get going. All right. Okay. All right. So here we go. So first of all, I want to welcome you to the show. My name is Lysandra Everett. I am the Home Biz Tax Lady, where I help home business owners win the tax game. When you tune into my show, you're going to hear about tax topics. I am here Monday through Friday, 9 o'clock-ish, okay? And if you have not connected with me and my group, Tax Players Club, you can head on over there. And if you have not liked my fan page, find me, Home Biz Tax Lady, and like my page. And if you've gotten some great value, leave a review. I would certainly appreciate it. Okay. So today I'm answering a question about dependents. Okay. Specifically, how to amend taxes to claim a dependent when somebody else has already claimed the dependent. Okay. Believe it or not, these kinds of things happen all the time. Okay. So I highly encourage people to get these things straightened out before the tax filing goes on, because straightening it out after the tax filing can get kind of messy. Okay. So here's what happens. So you have a child, mom and dad are not together. One is supposed to be able to claim the child. The other one rushes off to file taxes and claims the child. It gets ugly. Okay. Then somebody's tax return gets rejected. And then the fight begins. So now the question is, how do I go back to amend the taxes? Well, you do just that. You go back, you amend the taxes, you're going to have to file them by paper. And what's going to happen is you're going to get a letter from the IRS saying, hey, your return was rejected because this dependent has already been claimed on another return. And so then that's where the work begins, because you're going to have to be able to prove that you have custody of the child, you're supposed to claim the child, and that the child actually lived with you and not with the other person. Because what's going to happen is then you're going to get the refund or whatever that you are entitled to. That person's going to have to pay some money back, okay? But because there's paper involved, it's going to be a drawn out process, okay? So I'm just telling you to get ready. Filing paper is going to it generally takes 6 to 8 weeks for that return to be processed, period. Then they're going to have to send you a letter back. The IRS does not call you. They don't email you, no pigeons, no none of that. They send you a snail mail using the United States Postal Service, okay? So you're going to get a letter that's going to say, hey, this a return has already been filed with this Social Security number and your return has been rejected. And it's going to give you instructions. Follow the instructions, okay? And again, you're going to have to prove that you're supposed to claim the child, all of those things. And, so a nuts and bolts is this is not going to be, something where you just file this return and it's done. No, this is going to be a paper fight. And it can, it's going to take some time. Okay. And then once you get through this process, though, the damage to the other person is that, if you're disallowed any child tax credits or earned income credits, because of this, then they're going to have a difficult time claiming those credits in the future. And that person, and it actually asks you on the tax return, did you have, such and such disallowed? I don't know the exact wording, but disallowed is in there. And you have to answer yes, because if you answer no, then the IRS is going to come for you still. Okay. So this is not, like I said, this is not something that's going to be handled within the first, 30 days or something like that. No, this is going to take some months to get straightened out, and you're going to, have to be willing to go through that process in order for you to get what you're entitled to. Okay. You cannot electronically file that return because it's going to get kicked back anyway. So you're going to have to go through the paper filing, mail it in, make sure you make copies of everything, okay, before you mail it in. And then, that's where the process begins. It's going to be a waiting process. Like I said, the 6 to 8 weeks for the return to be processed, for them to send you a letter, and they're going to ask for, for verification that, you're supposed to claim the child. You're going to have to send that back. They may or may not have a fax number, but, still, you're going to have to send that back. They're also going to be sending the same letter to the other person as well. Okay. So both people are going to be involved in this process. So that's why I keep saying, guys, you guys have to work this stuff out before you do the filing. Okay. It's better to work it out ahead of time, and, than the whole rushing to file your taxes and all of that stuff, because it just gets messy. Okay. And you just don't want to do that, because it's going to suck the life out of your time, because it's going to keep coming back and back until it gets fixed. Okay. So, yeah. And, and people it is amazing to me. Wait, let me laugh. Hold on. It is amazing to me that there are so many people that go through this every single year. This is why the earned income credit and whatnot was delayed until February 15th, starting of this year, because they're trying to cut down on this type of stuff. It's going to get to the point, and there's been a measure passed already that refunds that involve the earned income tax credit will not be issued until all income is verified. Okay. So that's already in the works. And so if you keep having these issues with claiming these dependents, this is still going to be a mess. Now, with the tax reform, if that measure gets passed, it's not going to be that much of a big deal anyway, because you're not going to have the exemptions that you can claim for your dependents, and you're not going to have that head of household bracket either. Okay, so if that particular tax measure gets passed, then claiming dependents really isn't going to help you anyway, because there's going to be a single, there's going to be a married filing joint, and that's it. Those are the two tax brackets that you will, well, the two filing statuses that you will have. There will be no head of household. There will be no additional exemptions per person anymore if that measure gets passed. So, but for right now, you're going to have to amend the taxes, send it in paper. You cannot electronically file that amendment, because you can only e-file one time anyway. And even if you haven't filed your taxes, you're going to have to send it by paper, because someone has already claimed that dependent. Okay. So that's all I can tell you guys. And, if you wind up getting stuck, feel free to reach out to me for some help, because, it's just time consuming, and that's just the way it is. Okay. So I really hope that this answers your question. You got some value out of this. Share this with someone that it might affect. Okay. If somebody's going through the same thing, share this video with them so they know what to do. Okay. So that's it for me. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Have a fantastic day. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye.